Hello, beautiful souls. What's up? How are you doing? It's Aura here. Thank you so much for being here and welcome to my channel. Today, we are going to talk about self-love and the importance of it. So, first of all, what is self-love? So many times it is being confused with being egocentric, with being arrogant, with being self-absorbed, but it has absolutely nothing to do with it. Actually, it's the exact opposite of it. I used to be someone that would laugh at the saying, you cannot love someone else unless you love yourself. And that is because I thought that I was loving absolutely everybody in the whole wide world while hating myself perfectly without having any trouble in doing so. What I did not understand is that I was still carrying a lot of resentment. I was carrying a lot of envy. I wished my life would be different. I was still very judgmental towards certain types of people, certain types of behaviors. And most importantly, I was not taking care of myself at all. The first time that I understood the saying that you cannot love others unless you love yourself was when I was taking care of my dying grandma, whose needs I was not able to meet because I was too weak emotionally, mentally, and physically to be able to tend to her. And that's when I understood that I need to take care of myself in order to then have the strength to take care of others. And ever since then, throughout different situations, I realized that I cannot truly give from an empty, depleted, exhausted cup to others what they truly needed from me in order to truly help them. Self-love has nothing to do with competition. When it comes to self-love and self-awareness, there is no hierarchy. We realize that we are all equal, and at the same time, we are all unique. And what works for one person might not work for another. So self-love is important because everything starts with you. If you are to be a provider for others, you first need to provide for yourself. You need to have the strength to care for others. You need to have the knowledge to care for others, the experience to care for others. And that only comes from caring for yourself first. Because if you don't, you might just not be around to care for others anymore. And who is gonna care for you if not you? This is something that so many people don't think about. We always expect the world to care for us, and we are always so disappointed because we're not receiving the care. We're not receiving the same love, the same treatment that we are offering others. And why is that? It is so because the world is a projection of ourselves. It does not matter how much you give to others. You will not receive back until you give to yourself, because the world does not project, does not reflect what you give to others. It only reflects the way you treat yourself. So when you begin to treat yourself according to your needs, according to what your body needs you to do for it, according to what your mind needs you to do for it, that is when the world is going to reflect back at you what you give to yourself. Boundaries create miracles. When you take time for yourself, when you say no to others in order to be with yourself, be present within your body, take care of your needs, handle your traumas, your pain, your health, and transmute that into a vibrant and abundant way of being, that is when the universe will provide as a reflection of what you are doing for yourself. That is when you will find peace. And that is when you will find the strength that you never thought you had to truly be able to assist others in doing the same. And nobody ever ever knows better than you what you need. Nobody can tell you what it is that your body needs. So do what brings you joy. Do what makes you happy. If you feel like taking a bath, take a bath. If you do not have a bathtub, take a shower. Be with your pets. So many times they tend to disturb us when we're working. They tend to disturb us when we're stressed because they want our attention. Yes, they want our attention. They want you to take your attention away from the external and to bring it back to you. They help ground us. They help us get back into our physical body in the present moment. So say no to the things that you cannot do right now. Say no to the people to whom you cannot offer your undivided attention in this moment. Take this time for yourself. And maybe you don't have to say no directly. You can just say, not right now. Right now, I have other things to do. Right now, I need to take care of myself. Not right now, maybe at some other time. And have only yourself as your competition. If you need to compare yourself to anything, compare yourself to how you were yesterday. Compare yourself to how you used to be a year ago, 10 years ago. And it's not about doing better. It's not about being the best version of yourself. It's about feeling good. It's about following your joy. Don't think of it as work. Don't think of it as a task. Don't put that weight on you when it comes to these things. Just breathe now, presently, in your body, and feel what it is that your body needs you to do. And just follow that throughout every moment of your day for you. Because when you do it for you, you automatically do it for the entire world, not even just for your loved ones. Because as you change, others will realize the change that is taking place, and they're going to be curious about it. And you will probably talk about it and tell them what it is that you're doing, which is simply following what brings you joy. And hopefully, maybe they will start doing the same. And this is how everything ripples out and the whole world changes. And it all starts with you. It does not start with your neighbor. It does not start with politicians. It starts with you. Each and every individual is responsible for changing their reality, for rehabilitating themselves, for taking responsibility for their lives with love, with compassion, and with patience. Change takes time. And it's a process, but this is the beauty of it, because with baby steps, you build a strong foundation. If you are going to jump directly to the goal, there is so much that you're missing out, and you risk falling back into pits that you did not manage, into traumas that you have overlooked. So take your time, take baby steps, and balance everything out. I'm not saying you should never do the things that make you uncomfortable. I'm not saying you should go quit your job now unless it's terrible and you really feel like you should do it. Then really, all power to you. I'm the biggest advocate for that. But what I'm saying is do everything in a balanced way. Do a little bit of the things that make you uncomfortable, and at the same time, do the things that bring you joy, and watch miracles unfold, tending to your unique needs in a kind, forgiving, and compassionate way. Have patience with yourself, give yourself time, and do everything that you do for yourself. This specific perspective of doing everything that you do for yourself changes everything in your life. Even if you are a doctor, thinking that you are going to work to help all these people that you're meeting, all of your patients, or as a lawyer, all of your clients, or whatever it is that you're working with, helping people for yourself, then that means that what you are doing brings you joy, that you are not forced to do this job, but that you actually want to do this job. Because so many of us find ourselves in doing certain jobs, executing certain things that we do not wish to execute. We find ourselves in environments and places where we do not wish to be. And that causes us to not give 100%, to not be the best we can be at that job, meaning that we will not be able to assist the people that we actually want to assist in the best way possible. So think about all these things, because again, all is one, all is you. It's not just that you are enough, but you are all and everything. You are your job. You are the people that you meet. You are your attitude. If you live your life in fear, if you have resentment, then that is what is going to be projected back at you. But if you change that by working with yourself and by being self-aware, because what is actually self-love? Self-love is actually self-awareness. Then everything around you is going to change. Even if you don't change the work environment, the people around you are going to change miraculously, because this is simply how the universe and this beautiful reality works. You are part of this organism in such a way that you are a fractal of it, meaning that you contain all that it is. So if there's something wrong with you, there will always be something wrong with your reality. And the way to change that is by changing yourself. You are the source of your reality. There is no savior outside of you, and you are not someone else's savior. You have all the help that you need within yourself. Of course, that we all have guides, we all have inspiration, we all learn from each other and from the world around us. But you are the one that needs to take the actions. You are the one that needs to change perspective. You are the one that needs to follow the unique needs of your body, your heart, and your beingness. I hope that this helps. If you're having any questions, please type them in the comments below. And again, as usual, if you have any ideas for topics that you would like for me to touch upon, again, type them in the comments below. And thank you so much for being here. Take care of yourselves. Have a beautiful moment of the infinite now and live your passion. Bye.